Hello everybody, welcome back to the 50 States of Fright series. Here I recap and explain the horror stories and urban legends of different states. In my last video, I explained the story of Michigan and Kansas state. If you haven't seen it yet, then do check it out. Today I will explain the story of Oregon and Minnesota state. In episodes 7 and 8 we see an urban legend from Oregon. A young taxidermist was explaining this. Taxidermy is an art form where they remove the skin of dead animals and fill it with fillers. Animals are made super realistic so that people can use them as decorative items. In this story, we see a taxidermist named Sebastian Klempner who was famous for his masterpieces. On one snowy night, he completes his project on a deer when someone knocks at his door. He was a customer, whom Sebastian tries to shoo away by saying the workshop is closed. But the customer was adamant and he insists on Sebastian check this one out. A cub got crushed under his car due to bad weather and he was not sure what it is. This cub had long nails and strong teeth. Even Sebastian doesn't seem to know which animal's cub is this. Upon close examination Sebastian says the animal is beyond repair, one can't make a good product out of this. The customer talks about moving out to another taxidermist named Megan Bloom, who was actually the young lady telling this story. She was Sebastian's competitor. Hearing Megan's name, Sebastian accepts the job. He believed what Megan does in the name of taxidermy is not taxidermy, she is spoiling the art of it. Getting taxidermy from her hands is worse than death. Sebastian accepts the job and customer walks away happily. Sebastian cleans the corpse, removes its skin, and starts reading his anatomy book for any reference. Later he fills the skin with fillers and adds 2 artificial eyes. He was stunned to see the final figure as if it was a Sasquatch. The scientific name of Sasquatch is Homo sapiens cognatus. These were extinct creatures coming in the category of early apes. The one in front of Sebastian was a baby Sasquatch. As he was reading about these, someone loudly bangs on his door. It was the same customer who placed the order. As Sebastian opens the door, a full-size Sasquatch crushes the customer's skull. Seeing this in horror, Sebastian ran and hides. This was Mother Sasquatch. She wreaks havoc in the workshop, after seeing the body parts of her babies. As she starts to retreat in agony, Sebastian comes out of his hiding and gives baby Sasquatch's stuffed body to her. At first, she is happy to see this. But as soon as she pressed hard, the 2 eyes popped out, suggesting this is not real. Mummy Sasquatch, in a rage, attacks Sebastian and kills him. Later we see Megan, who says the entire community was shocked by Sebastian's untimely death. He was a respected taxidermist. A life-size body of Sebastian was there in Megan's workshop. It looked hideous. Sebastian was right, Megan didn't know taxidermy. Sasquatch is also known as Bigfoot. According to folklore, such animals are found in the forests of Canada and North America. Many people claim to have seen it, but till now it has only been a myth. There is no solid evidence for this. In episodes 9, 10, and 11 we get to see the story of another urban legend, from the northern state of Minnesota. Police officers were questioning a truck driver named Mr. Lindstrom. The driver was freaked out. He says, there was a traffic jam for 4 hours on route number 99. I was late in delivering, hence I took a shortcut through this island. I swear I don't drive on this road even during the day. I have heard all the stories from here. Now we are shown the backstory he was talking about. In the woods of Gray Cloud Island, 2 masked seniors drop off 4 juniors from a van. These 2 senior high school students were members of the Kappa club who were in charge of initiation. To join the Kappa club they give a task to these newbies. All 4 had to walk overnight to the starting point of the island. For this, there were 2 routes, one by road which would take 4 or 5 hours, and the other through the jungle which halved the travel time. This Gray Cloud Island was infamous for being haunted, where the population was very small. All 4 did not have any mobile, flashlights, or maps. They had to cross the island without fear. This was their challenge. After this, the two seniors left in their van. Now, these four took a short way through the jungle. One by one everyone tells about the urban legend stories they have heard. One guy says this island was once the burial land of native Indians. The other talks about a headless woman roaming here. The third one tells of a pickup truck that runs over people. The fourth says about an earth hole which is apparently the eighth gate of hell. Now all four saw two people in white dresses with a torch entering a barn. They thought these people are their seniors. Considering this whole task as a joke, these people entered the same barn. There was no welcome party for them, a girl was tied there. She was gagged. Guys were naturally confused, they didn't know what was happening. Just then a strong, tall muscular guy arrived here. He too had covered his face. Peter in a show-off style tries to confront this guy. This muscular guy without any warning puts a dagger through Peter's skull. Peter dies instantly on the spot. The rest of the guys were horrified seeing this. As the guy moved forwards to attack them, he slips on Peter's blood. All three attack him and one guy stabs him with his knife in self-defense. They rescued the girl and walked away. After some time, we see a lady in a white dress who looked like a warrior in appearance. Upon seeing the open chain and the dead body, she understood something might have gone wrong. Students and the girl were running in the woods. They abruptly stops at a large sinkhole that was quite deep. We see those two seniors sitting in their van listening to music. Just then someone appeared in front of them. When one of the guys puts on a headlight, we see the same warrior lady with her companions. They attack and kill seniors. In the woods, three guys saw a house in which an old lady was living alone. They forcefully entered the house and asked for help. Brandon calmly explains everything to the old lady. She says there is no gun in the house, only pepper spray for self-protection. Now Robbie goes to call the police from the house phone, and Brandon goes to the basement for bolt cutters. Ashley talks with the girl and stays with her in the guest room. The old lady keeps a teapot boiling on the stove and goes to Robbie. Robbie was dialing 911 when suddenly this old lady attacks him from behind and slits his throat. Later she lies to the 911 operator that her grandson did this call for fun. Brandon saw several axes in the basement. It appears this old lady is a retired warrior. The gagged girl saw a portrait hanging on the wall which depicted warriors fighting against a demonic figure. Here suddenly power outage occurs, and Ashley starts looking for Brandon. Brandon was locked up in the lobby leading to the basement. As soon as Ashley tries to unlock the door, the old lady attacks him from behind. She sprays pepper spray on him. But this time the gagged girl attacks her from behind and kills her with a kitchen knife. Ashley later retrieves Brandon. These three saw Robbie's dead body as well. Many cult members were moving toward this house. Brandon saw this and warned others to run from the back door. The warrior lady started following them. She threw an axe at Ashley which hit him on the head. Brandon and the girl ran quickly and reached the road. He forcefully stopped Mr. Lindstrom's van and confronts him for a lift. When Mr. Lundstrom refuses, Brandon and the girl hopped into the back of the van anyway. The warrior lady throws her axe at them but it misses. Finally, in the truck, Brandon removes the girl's metal mask. With a smile, the girl shows her claws-like teeth, and she transforms into a creature. She attacks Brandon, kills him, ate him, and jumped out of the truck. The driver, Mr. Lindstrom, was horrified to see all this. He tells the same story to the officers at the police station. Officers were not surprised by this. They say that was a demon. The old Indian settlers used to do limestone mining here, but one day unintentionally they opened the eighth gate of hell. Many creatures pop up from that sinkhole every year. The people of the island hunt them. The police officer asks Mr. Lindstrom if he has told anyone else about this accident. The people of the island want to keep it a secret. It seemed officers too belonged to that cult and they killed Mr. Lindstrom as well. Grey Cloud Island is infamous for being haunted. In 2010, only 307 people lived here. There are so many ghost stories here, no one wants to visit here. Indian tribes were here for almost 2,000 years. But not today. Here people say that the souls of the farmer Indian chiefs roam around with the green lantern. Many people also claim to have heard many voices near the cemetery. Many people talk of a woman who roams here at night. There are many ghostly stories here. So these are today's stories. Hope you are enjoying these videos. In the next video I will explain the story of Iowa and Washington. Please press the like button. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe and comment. Thanks for watching, take care.